So some pretty interesting and also sad news popped off recently regarding music integration with Sony First Party Titles and delayed PlayStation 4 exclusive titles. Yes, more than just The Last of Us. But first, comment below if you use Spotify on PlayStation 4. I'm curious if people actually listen to music while gaming anymore like they did last gen. That was really big last gen on the PS3 and 360, so comment below if you use Spotify on your PlayStation 4. Now diving into the first story, delays. Sony has already confirmed the delay of Last of Us Part 2, which I covered yesterday, which I'll have linked to this video, but the gist is that the game has now been delayed from February 21st, 2020 to May 29th, 2020, a full 3 months later. I'm personally okay with it, but echoing some of the comments from the last video on this, what happened? I'm curious as to how they could not tell they weren't ready before having a whole event to announce the release date just last month. Regardless, I'll still be waiting for the launch day to arrive, so take your time, Naughty Dog. I'll be there day one. The second delay is rumored to be for Ghost of Tsushima, the game we've barely seen anything from. Apparently, according to Jason Schreier, who broke the story that The Last of Us 2 was set for a February 2020 release date, has stated that Ghost of Tsushima was originally planned for early 2020, but due to The Last of Us 2's delay, Ghost of Tsushima has also been delayed to later in 2020. Again, if they need the time, sure, but if they can release Ghost of Tsushima before The Last of Us 2, that would be amazing, but I don't see that happening, obviously. And jumping to the final story of the video, music integration. Now, to give some backdrop to this, some backstory to this, the Rolling Stone has revealed that Sony is possibly pushing this idea of One Sony again, where Rolling Stone reports Sony has been trying to get working for over a decade. Based off what Rolling Stone states, One Sony is a benefit they market to artists for Sony Music, where they mention the benefit they have over the competition is the connection to other Sony companies, including Sony Interactive Entertainment, which is PlayStation. So basically the idea is sign up with us, we'll integrate your songs with other Sony projects, including video games, and this is where the integration comes in. Death Stranding will be the first game where Sony will be testing this integration. Death Stranding is going to be filled with music provided by Sony Music artists, and you'll notice them at what Rolling Stone states stand out moments in the game. Sony Music is also working on the official soundtrack for Death Stranding as well, so if this works out, expect Sony to integrate more Sony Music artists into future first-party titles across the PlayStation 5. I personally don't know how I feel about this, because is it the game trying to fit the music or the music trying to fit the game? I personally hope and expect it's the latter. An example is if Sony gets an artist they want to be a part of a game, what happens if the artist doesn't really mesh with the game's theme? That's where I worry. I'll wait for Death Stranding to make my final thoughts, but let me know what you think. Is this a bad move by Sony integrating artists they have from Sony Music into their games? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with I can wait for greatness, because while Sony might be delaying The Last of Us Part 2, we know the game is going to be a masterpiece. So if you feel the same way, destroy the comment section with I can wait for greatness, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.